Hello and welcome to the Crypto Disco, the home of live trading and technical analysis. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at Shiba-Inu. I like to call it Shiba-Ras. Um, mind the joke there. Yeah, I can see a massive move coming in for Shiba-Inu, which we could all make a nice, decent gains from it. As you can see from the charts, we're going to take a look from a daily analytical perspective. Then we're going to make our way down to the 4 hours and look at the 1 hour for a sniper trading opportunity. If you find that interesting, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and also hit the bell notification for you to be updated in all of my videos and updates. So let's roll with the intro. Chart from a daily perspective, as you can see, we are currently approaching towards this blue area over here before we pull back into the zone. Now once we hit in this area, I'll be looking for a trade to possibly move back up to this area over here. That would be a pretty decent gain, but not too enticing. So you're looking at roughly around about 11-10% gain. If you leverage that, you can make it sound more enticing, of course. Otherwise, I'm looking for a slight break on the upside, a return for a retest around this area before we pump into the zone. Now that would be my preference and my ideal choice of taking profits. If we do get up here, I'm going to be leveraging about 2.5x, maybe even 3x, so that give me a nice hefty return on my trade. Otherwise, if I take some profit of just skim a bit of profit from the top of my trade, and I'll watch it go all the way up to around about this zone here, that would be around about 62% of trade. But what if we do blast away out of the zone over here? That would give me a nice 113% on my trade. And if you 2x that, you're looking at approximately 234%, which would be a massive trade. But right now, as we speak, Bitcoin is starting to look very bullish, and if it breaks certain key area, then I can see literally this coin blasting its way out back into the zone over here, and eventually retesting over there. It's going to eventually retest there anyway, so it doesn't matter of when you decide to trade it, like anywhere around this zone or here, for instance, and watch it ride all the way to the top. You could hodl it, but for me, I'd rather trade it instead, so I can gain more for my trades, of course. But on the other hand, let's say for instance that we don't come back here for a retest, and instead we go all the way down here. That would be a massive loss on my trade if I do decide to enter there from that point. I think I'm gonna watch it come down here first, see how it reacts in the zone, and then enter anywhere around here, of course, to watch it go up and then bounce back and return, then out of here. But if we do go further down, there will be a catastrophic movement within crypto, because if you look to your left, this is the last area of support. So if we break there, there's no air at the bottom, so we can literally tank all the way down to the bottom. So if you're a hodler, this could be the best opportunity for you to start hodling more Shiba-Inus. But I am quite confident that we are going to go back up sooner rather than later. And if we pump up 10-20% and if we fall back due to bad news in the crypto space, such as maybe another exchange might go bust, then we could perhaps see Bitcoin go around about 10k. If that was to happen, then yeah, we will definitely be able to see more further to the downside. However, if we do see further to the downside and we see a bounce back from Bitcoin to go from 10 to 11 or 12, you can surely imagine that Shiba-Inu will be going back up from that point. There, which you expect a nice little pullback before we fire away back up into around about this sort of zone here, then retesting there and so forth. That's how I tend to trade. I will soon post a video to show you guys how I do my trades in general, so that way you can see exactly my setup, my thought process, and how I look to trading. But anyway, I hope you really do enjoy my video today. If you find it useful and informative, please give me a like, subscribe, and a thumbs up, of course. Hit the bell notification as well, so you'll be notified of all of my quick trading analysis. And on top of that, if you'd like to look down in my description, I've got some few free things to give away. If you like your sweat coins and do a lot of walking in general, why not walk and collect crypto? Sweatcoin will be the best one for that right now, and currently it's sitting around about 1 cent, but I can imagine in about the next couple of weeks it will smash past its all-time high, past 2 cents, then really the sky's the limit. So you could earn some nice passive income by walking to collect your Sweatcoin, as well as hodling it and trading it at the same time. So that's 3 ways that you can earn your Sweatcoin. So thank you for watching. Go down to my description and check out some of the links that I have, and if you like any of them, please sign up to it. I won't just benefit from it or profit from it, you will too, and you can also refer your friends. So until then, bye. Oh no, I didn't do that. Hello and welcome to the Crypto Disco, the home of live trading and also a quick technical analysis. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at Shiba-Inu and where it's likely to head, starting off with the daily charts. But before we go into the video itself, a quick disclaimer: this isn't a financial advice. This is strictly what I'm doing, and if you'd like to follow in terms of what I do, how I trade, thought process, and a trade setup, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get more videos, insights, and also the latest updates on my videos, so you know exactly how I trade and what I do. So if you find that interesting, then you should definitely subscribe and roll the intro. Alright guys, so in today's video, as I said, we're going to be looking at Shiba-Inu. Currently looking at from a daily chart, it looks like we are going to be hitting this area zone over here first, that middle blue zone, then should potentially be pulling back into this zone right over here before we look for any possibility of bouncing back out of this area there with a slight pullback or any form of pullback. That'd be another good entry point for you to get into. Then you could possibly see yourself going back up into this zone over here. Now I prefer to always wait for a pullback for confirmation of where the trend is heading. That way my win rate of my trades is quite high just from doing that. But you've got to look at the overall, so excuse me, you're going to be looking at overall directional bias within the chart itself. So here is the setup is looking pretty decent. However, if we do fall below this area zone over here, then our next zone will be down here for possible entry. If we do fall back even below that, there's absolutely no air to your left hand side, so we could go all the way much further down, but that also depends on what happens with the rest of the crypto space. Like if there's any news out there where an exchange gets bust, for instance, then we could perhaps see Bitcoin go down to 10k. But if everything is intact, nothing else happens, then we could definitely see the space, we'll keep the space going back up again. So these will be the areas that I'll be looking for possible long trade and etc. So that's the daily chart. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly chart, the chart that I prefer to trade. So as you can see, now we've been going sideways long enough. However, like I said, if we bounce back into the zone over here, or preferably around about here, that'd be a good entry point to get ourselves out of this zone. So my target would be, if I bring out the measuring tool, it will be from here, from there, that would be about 11%. If we do go further up, around about here, which would be my preferred target, that will give me easily 60%. So that's something that I'll definitely go for. And if you guys like to join me on this trading opportunity, feel free to do so. But if we do comfortably get into this zone, I might skim some profit from the top and then looking to go even further up. So let's say we squeeze back in, or to make life easier, to go back onto the daily charts. If we do blast away out of that zone, there will be a massive gain to be had. See, from here to there, as I previously stated, it was 64%. If we get up to here, however, that's already 111%. But if you look to the left, all we see is a sea of reds. So that means if soon we get back up to here, that's already 244% in gains in your trade. But if you were to 2x that, that's like nearly 500% in your gains in your trade. So hopefully you find this channel useful and informative, and find this video useful. If you do, please give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be updated on all the important news and trading analysis, and also emergency calls. So if I do see anything that might be heading one way or another way in a very dramatic style, I'll certainly be posting a video up. So if you hit the bell notification also, you'll be notified all of that too. So once again, thank you. Take care.